Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual person, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. They said love is gentle, forgiving, safe, but what if love wears a gun, walks in shadows, and bleeds for only one? He was the Mafia king, feared by all, ruthless, silent, untouchable, and yet he shattered the world for a boy who thought he was unloved. This isn't only a love story, it's survival, obsession, protection. A ruthless mafia who can burn the world for his love. Don't forget to wish me because it's my birthday. In the luxurious Yoonmin mansion, Yoongi slammed the paper down on the table and Jimin flinched hard. Yoongi, cold, frustrated. 72%? That's what you bring me after I gave you everything? Do you even care about your dream, or are you just wasting your time and my energy? Jimin lowered his gaze, lips trembling, but said nothing. He just standing there, maintaining safe distance. He was so scared of Yoongi's anger. Yoongi stepped forward and raised his voice. I asked you to focus. No housework, no distraction, just study. So why the hell are your marks falling? Jimin whispered, I don't know. Yoongi glared at him, who was standing while looking down. His fist clenched, but he didn't hit him. He exhaled harshly. He was so mad and trying to control his anger. Yoongi, angry, but lowered his voice a little to see Jimin's scared figure. Do you have any problem? Are you facing any difficulty to understand the topics? Do you want personal tutor? Jimin didn't speak. For God's sake, speak, Jimin. I'm trying my best to figure out the things. Don't make it worse. You were doing great. Then what happened? Since last month, your marks are continuously falling. I thought maybe paper was tough, but now it became at 72%. Seriously, 72%, Jimin. You always get 95+%. How can you get 72%? If is there any problem, then we will figure out and find a solution. Last week I told you to study, but you were in kitchen and cleaning the dishes and cooking food. I think you are serious about your stream. Will you speak or not? I'm not fool who left my all the works and found books for you. Think you won't understand the language of love. It's okay. Now I will talk in which language you understand well. Walked towards him, but Jimin flinched hard and covered his face by his hands. He thought Yoongi will slap him. Now onwards, you will stay only in your room. You won't come out. You won't go near the kitchen. Whatever you need, you will get in your room. You will only focus on your study. If for completing your dream I have to cage you, then also I won't hesitate. Held his palm and put the paper on it. This is your first and last time to get this much low marks. If you dare to repeat it again, then I swear you will see my worst side. Don't think I'm giving you fake warning. Angrily left. Yoongi left from there, leaving Jimin there alone. Jimin fell on the floor while crying hard. He was holding the sheet by trembling hand, and by one hand he was wiping his tears. He saw the books on the couch which Yoongi brought for him. He picked them and went to his room while crying. The silence in the mansion was louder than any scream. Jimin sat alone in the corner of his room, knees pulled to his chest. Yoongi's words still echoed in his head, sharp, cold, unforgiving. Jimin cracked, shaky voice. He didn't even ask me what happened. Jesus scolded me again, like all as always. Does he even care about me? Or am I just something he was forced to marry? Why? Why does he? It hurt more even time he walks away. Why does he only think about marks? Why does he only care about my study? He scolded me for washing the dishes and cooking food. Didn't did my work. Zoma hurt her hand. That's why I did her work. Can't he just appreciate my efforts? I did that for him. He never sat with me and talked calmly. He never had time for me. All he cared about my studies. He just asked why I got this much low marks. He became mad after not getting answer. Now how would I tell him that? I wanted to reply him, but words stuck in my throat. I got scared of his shouting. He was so scary. When I myself don't know the reason of this much less marks, then what would I tell to him? I remembered I wrote all the answers well. I attempted each and every question, but I still don't know why I got only 72%. Why does he hate me this much? Why? No. I shouldn't waste time in crying. I should study hard for next test, which is in 2 weeks. Otherwise, Yoongi will again become mad. Today he didn't do anything, but if I get again this much less marks, then he will kill me by his bare hands. He want me. I can't face this side, so how will I face his worst side? No, I don't wanna face it. I will study more hard. He wiped his tears, which weren't willing to stop. He sat on his study chair and opened his book and notes and started memorizing the topic while shaking hard. Meanwhile, with Yoongi came out from the mansion and sat on the bench which was in the garden. He digged his long and veiny hand in his long hairs and pulled them backward. He exhaled loudly. Yoongi, I shouldn't have yelled, but I can't stand seeing him fall behind. Not after everything I promised to protect. Looked at window of Jimin's room. He thinks I don't care. I only care about his studies. I can't see his efforts. I hate him, but it's not the truth. I truly appreciate his efforts. I know how hard he is trying to manage. I saw his sleepless night, but I can't see him in kitchen. I want to see him in hospital wearing doctor's apron and holding stethoscope. This marriage was forced by our parents, but I don't want Jimin leave his dream which he has since childhood. His parents didn't support him, but I will support him. I will make sure that he will fulfill his dream. I will remove all the hurdles which come in his dream. I shout on him and pressurize him because I know medical field are very tough. Jimin needs to pay full attention on his studies. Little bit distraction can cause his dream. No, I won't let this happen. If for him I have to become dictator, then also I won't take back a step. It wasn't only his dream, it's now my dream too, and I will do everything to fulfill it. He must be thinking I hate him, that's why I never touch him and let him stay in my room. If only he knew how hard it is to stay away from him. But if I touch him even once, I will never let go, and I would rather lose him from a distance than break him up lock. Time skipped after some time. Yoongi came to Jimin's room while holding his dinner. He saw Jimin was sitting on his chair and studying. He was fully concentrating on his book. He came inside and placed the food tray on the table. He saw tears stain on his book, which broke his heart. He closed the book and notes and placed the food tray in front of him. Jimin looked at him with that puppy eyes. Yoongi, sit on the bed. Don't look at me and have your dinner. Jimin, I will eat later. Tried his best to form the sentence. Yoongi clenched his fist to see his condition. No, first have your dinner. Jimin didn't say anything. He went to washroom to wash his hands and had his dinner. He ate every single grain, left nothing in dish to clean. Jimin looked at Yoongi. Finish. Yoongi, Have you checked the books? You want these books which weren't available anywhere? Jimin nodded his head vigorously. Yoongi picked the food tray. Just tell me what you want. You will get it before the day finish. Jimin hugged his face tightly. I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad. I will work more hard. Yoongi patted his head. I'm not mad. I just want you to concentrate, which is more important. Now leave me. Jimin left his waist and cutely sniffed. Thank you. Time skipped after a few weeks. Everyone got their test sheets except Jimin. Professor called him inside his cabin. He came there. Professor was sitting on his chair and looking at Jimin, who was looking down. He was very nervous that this time he did double hard work. He thought it was normal meeting until Professor spoke out. Professor placed the sheet on the table. Poor performance once again. Jimin looked at marks and got shocked. 32 marks? No, this can't be possible. Pick the sheet. Why, here is only one sheet. I attempted all the questions. There are other sheets. Professor, stop making excuses, Jimin. You are failed. Jimin, I'm not making excuses, sir. Please trust me. I attempted all the questions. If you want, then I can rewrite all the answers. I still remember everything. Professor, stop it. You are failed. Accept it. Jimin, no, this can't be possible. Professor came near Jimin and sat on the table. Well, if you want, then I can give you a chance. Jimin looked at him with hopeful eyes. Really? Is this possible? Professor, of course it is. But for that, you have to do a little work. Jimin failed to see his lustful eyes. What, sir? Professor, nothing. Just spend a night with me. I promise you will top in every subject. Jimin, shocked. What are you saying? How can you say this to me? Professor, your dream of becoming doctor is in my hand. If you don't accept my offer, then I will fail you. And not only in this test, in final exam too, I will crush your dream. Jimin, have you lost your mind? I will complain to Dean. Professor traced his finger on his shoulder. Don't be this much dumb. Dean will never believe you. He is my relative. It's not a big deal. Just one night and you will get what you want. Jimin raised his hand to slap him. How dare you to touch me? What do you think about me? Professor held his hand. Wrong move, baby. You are showing your strength at wrong place. You have time till tonight to think. Jimin freed his hand and left from there. He straight came to his room and locked himself. He was so scared. Yoongi already warned him to not get less marks. He failed this time. He couldn't imagine Yoongi's reaction. He was scared to tell Yoongi about Professor, thinking he wouldn't believe him. He hated him. He didn't know what to say and do. With whom he asked help, his dream is going to shatter in front of his eyes, but he can't do anything to save it. He was so helpless. He was only crying and crying by locking the door. He didn't eat and drink anything. When Yoongi came back home and found Jimin's locked room, he told Jimin to open the door. But when he didn't get any response, he called his right-hand man and ordered him to find out what happened with Jimin. Within 30 minutes, he got all the details. That new transferred professor was him and other students. He purposely cut students' marks and forced them to spend a night with him. After hearing this, Yoongi became mad. He straight went to Jimin's room and broke the door and forcefully took Jim to that professor's house. Yoongi was looking as walking volcano. Jimin never saw him this much mad before. He was shaking hard, words stuck in his mouth. He broke the gate by his and dragged Jimin in Professor's room and left his hand. He sat on the chair. Professor stood up. What's this nonsense, Who are you and how did you come inside? Yoongi looked at him with sharp glare. You want to spend night with him, Grabbed Jimin's arm and pushed him. He's standing right here. Just touch him. Professor looked at Jimin, then Yoongi. Who are you? Yoongi. Haven't you heard the name of Mafia King Min Yoongi? Professor, shocked and scared. Mafia? Looked at Jimin. Jimin, you brought Mafia to my house? Yoongi, wrong. He didn't bring me. I brought him here. You wanted to spend a night with him, but you didn't bother to check his background. Held Jimin's hand and showed him wedding ring. Haven't you checked his status? He's my husband, Min Jimin. You dare to keep my husband? Said by grinding his teeth. Professor, more scared. Her husband? Fell on his leg. I didn't know that he's your husband. Otherwise, I will never dare to say this. Please leave me. Forgive me. Yoongi grabbed his wistful hair and made him look up. So it means if he wasn't my husband, then you will say this to him, Took him near Jimin. He's standing here. Just touch him. Professor, no. Yoongi, his head on the wall. You dare to touch what's mine? Now you will get what you deserve. He started his head on the wall and made his head. Yoongi was and him mercilessly while confessing his love for Jimin. Jimin was shocked to hear his sudden confession, although he was very scared, but still heard Yoongi. Yoongi turned a monster. Room was echoing from Professor's screams. Yoongi's hands were filled with. He was looking so scary. He broke Professor's him in front of Jimin's eyes. Jimin was traumatized to see Yoongi. Soon Yoongi's men came there. They tried to separate Yoongi, but he wasn't ready to leave Professor. He was still hitting him while shouting and yelling. Men try to separate Yoongi. Boss, leave him. He already. Yoongi pushed him. How dare you to touch my husband? How dare you to think about to get him? How dare you to say all those words to my husband? I can burn the whole world for my husband. This much love I do to him, and you said by him. Right hand man patted Jimin's shoulder. Jimin, boss is out of control. None of us can control him. Now only you can stop him. Jimin, but how I? Right hand man, don't worry. He won't do anything to you. He loves you so much. Jimin went to Yoongi and touched his shoulder by trembling hand. Yoongi, leave him. Yoongi, without looking at him, how can I leave him? I never allow myself to come closer to you. He threatened your dream. He touched what's mine. He dared to stain your dignity. Jimin, shouting through tears, Yoongi, please stop. I'm safe now. You don't have to become a monster. Leave him. He is already gone. I'm only yours. You don't need to prove it. Jimin tried to stop him, but he wasn't ready to stop. Jimin didn't know what to do, so he held Yoongi's face and placed his lips on his and him. As soon as Jimin's lips touched Yoongi's, his all the anger gone. He started kissing him back with so much love. Yoongi's men dropped Yoonmin to their mansion. His right-hand man set the fire in gas cylinder and blasted the house. Time skipped after a few months. It was Jimin's graduation day. Jimin was laughing with his classmates. The white coat hugs his slender body, his smile, his glow, his innocence. It was too much for Yoongi to hold back anymore. Yoongi was watching Jimin proudly, who was posing for cameras. Yoongi to himself, you did it, Jimin. You survived. You chased your dream. Now you become Dr. Jimin. I'm so happy for you. It seems like I became doctor, not you. This much happy I wasn't when I completed my first solo mission. Jimin came there. Yoongi, what are you doing here? Come, let me introduce you with my friends. Yoongi quickly picked him in his arms. Not now. You completed your dream. Now I want to complete my very important work. I can't wait anymore. He put him in his car and drove to his mansion and directly took him in their room. He threw Jimin on the bed and tore his own. Jimin, Yoongi, what are you doing? Why so desperate? Yoongi, desperate? You don't know how much I wait for this day. I promised to myself that I will make out the day when you complete your graduation. Jimin, not my. Removed his graduation cape and tore his toe. It was so expensive. Yoongi, I will buy you whole showroom. Don't worry. About to lean on him. Jimin placed his hand on his chest. What if I don't want it now? Yoongi. Really? Jimin, I want some time. Yoongi growled. Stood up. Fine, I will wait for few more days. About to go. Jimin held his hand. I was just kidding. You took it seriously. I also want you. Yoongi looked at him. Here I am dying and you are having fun. I thought to go gentle, but seems like you want long and rough night. Jumped on bed. Jimin, no, I'm sorry. His screams got muffled when he pulled him in long and passionate kiss. With slow and steady start, there was no hunger and lust, just love, dedication and trust for each other. Soon their hands got locked and They were nothing except becoming one from two. Yoongi only threatened to go rough, but he was so gentle and patient. He wasn't showing any rush and desperation. They were only there, which was showing how intense was their. That night, they didn't just make love, they became love. Two souls, once separated by dreams, finally became one, finally became Yoonmin. Don't forget to tell me how's this story, and if you want more this type of story. I want to complete 10k subscribers before 13th August, channel's second anniversary. Will you help me to complete it? True love, is it always soft or spoken? Sometimes it hidden behind cold, clear and sharp words. It's fierce, silent and dangerous. It protects without asking, fights without fear and burns the world if needed just to keep you safe. True love won't speak through words, it speaks through actions. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was my birthday special story. Just a small return gift from my side. Your wishes really means a lot for me. Thank you so much for that. You made my birthday more special. Not all the time love is soft. Sometimes it fiercely and ready to burn the world just for your respect and dignity. It doesn't understand right and wrong. For your safety, it can fight for the world and win it too. True love speaks through words, it speaks through actions. This type of love is a blessing and only rare people can get, not everyone. I tried my best to give you the best Yoonmin story. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.